Hi, this is Sheldon here from the Currency Advisory Desk with today's report. Well, the US Fed kept its policy unchanged yesterday, and the monthly bond buying purchase program is continuing there right now. Now, $85 billion is what the government is buying, and we foresee that this particular activity will continue for the next few months at least. However, the traders, they saw the Fed decision which came out, the Fed statement which came out late in the evening, as slightly dovish as compared to previous expectations. Hence, we saw some of the markets actually give up some of their gains. The US markets itself were trading in the red after the Fed decision. Now, moving on to the data that came out, we saw US ADP non-farm employment and core CPI data which came in lower at 130,000 and 0.1% respectively. Now, we are seeing that the string of data has been coming in negative for the past few months since the US went ahead with their decision of the tax benefits also which were to be cut there. So from that time onwards, we are seeing that the string of data is coming negative, which is pushing the quantitative easing date much more further, and we are having more speculations as to when will the US actually go in to stop the QE program. Looking at Europe, well, Germany's preliminary CPI fell yesterday and to negative 2.02%, and surprisingly, even the British GfK Consumer Confidence Index that also came in lower at negative 11 versus expectations of -8. This is the lowest in the past 6 months that the GfK consumer sentiment has come in for the United Kingdom. However, we expect that there will be a rebound, and the data from Eurozone has been coming in positive, so we expect this trend to continue. And this could be a minor blip as such, and we could see the data rebound for the next session. Looking at the Indian rupee ended a tad stronger yesterday at 61.2324 versus a previous close of 61.3132. Now, the strength in the Indian rupee was primarily due to the factor that a government panel suggested, that the increase in diesel prices should be for around rupees 5 per litre. Now, this puts a whole different perspective on the government subsidy program and eases the subsidy program, which is in turn stronger for the Indian rupee. So, basis this, we see that the Indian rupee had strengthened yesterday, and we expect this trend to continue. However, since the Fed report has come in last evening, we expect the Indian rupee to give up some gains. In fact, internationally also, if we see, the dollar index is presently trading at 79.80, which is below the psychological 80 level, but we expect the dollar index to move up to 80 in the coming few sessions. Now, these measures which the government has bought in or will be bringing in will definitely help strengthen the Indian rupee for the next few trading sessions. Looking at the technical levels for today, well, firstly, the dollar rupee futures contract closed at 61.61. We are bullish on this particular pair, and we advise our traders to go ahead and buy the pair at 61.32, which is around the support level, and we see that there's a resistance at around 62.08. Now, for the euro, there's a strong support around 84.47 and a resistance at around 85.25. For the pound, there's a strong support at around 98.56 and a resistance around 99.58. And for the yen, there's a strong support around 62.34 and a resistance around 63.30. We are bullish on all the four pairs, and we advise our traders to buy somewhere around the support levels. Looking at the events that will shape markets today, firstly, we have the Japanese monetary policy statement. This would be pretty crucial considering the fact that the yen is probably strengthening against the US dollar. Now, we expect the yen to move to around 100 levels if the policy statement doesn't come in tune with what the markets are expecting. Also, we have the German retail sales and GfK consumer climate number from Germany. This also will hold a lot of weightage as far as the euro trading is concerned. We have the Eurozone unemployment rate. We have the US unemployment claims which will come in later. This effect will probably be seen in tomorrow's opening of the currency markets. We won't get to see the effect of the US unemployment claims and the Chinese manufacturing PMI data. We've got the government and the HSBC data which will come in later on. So these two data will primarily affect markets for the opening tomorrow. And so we advise our traders not to take in any heavy overnight positions because these numbers would be crucial for the markets opening. Well, that's it from the Currency Advisory Desk. Thank you.